the spiritual being that represents the standardization of spiritual energy in the form of the human soul. He is the source, origin, or representation of all souls that are under the human condition. Master Omulu is interpreted differently in each tradition, and I will not speak specifically about any version of these traditional schools. I worship the guardians privately as they guide me. So what I will talk about is my understanding obtained through my gnosis with them, and my understanding of the symbolisms of the cult, and in no way represents the opinion of any specific theology or tradition. He is the great ancestor, the master of souls, the first. There is a reason to receive all souls. You only give what you have, you only receive what is yours. So it is understood that because he is the first, it is from him that all souls emanated. He who from himself emanated all souls from his own death, or his voluntary emptying. It's like an energy that, in order to expand, needs to empty itself and go everywhere. This is why it is represented by a skull, since it has to die to be able to donate its original pattern. And this act, which is the donation of the mystery of life and death to humans, is a feminine process. This is why he is represented wearing red, which is a feminine color for guardians. In his hands he holds a small coffin, representing how small material life is. He has no connection with Orisha Obalui or Omulu. Only the same names are used for both. The stories and representations are different. The names just mean. Obalui is Lord King of the Earth, and Omulu means Son of the Lord. They also share the sweating Atoto, which means silence. So it represents the absolute ascension of the soul, that is, the total return to its spiritual origin, through symbolic self-sacrifice, that is, fighting for an ideal independent of anything. There is an inherent suffering in this process, the loss even of one's own face, that is, of personal desires, but the strengthening of the essence, hence the skull, as I explained in Ms. Rose Skull's video, and the harvest of glory at the end of the process due to its own merit. A microcosmic vision of its essence is visible, in the way I understand these mysteries, in the figure of Mr. Elder Skull, which I will talk about shortly. This gentleman keeps within himself, on a smaller scale, the secrets of King Omulu, while Mr. King Omulu is the origin and the return. Mr. Elder Skull is the process for this, and he is represented by the first body buried in a place that will become a cemetery, representing the opening of the portal to return through purification of the soul. Mr. King Omulu is the Lord of all souls, all spiritual achievements, healing, and everything that is on or under the earth, and he is also the father of our human race. Hail the King's 7 crossroads of the Lyra, and may my guardian bless us all.